This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's my pleasure to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over how we can insert bass note runs or bass note walks between the G, C, and D7 chords that we play in first position. This works especially well when we're using a strumming pattern like the bass down up, alternate bass down up one I have up here on the board. So it'd be something like this. That sort of thing, which is super fun. Now, I have gone over the strumming pattern before, so if this one's not familiar to you, you can check out the video where I go over this strumming pattern and how to do that alternating bass. In this video, I'm going to focus on how we do those walking lines between the chords, which is going to be great. After I've gone over the technique, of course, we'll jam together on a chord progression using this technique. And when I say jam together, I'm meaning you, me, and the band, as I have recorded the band track for us to play right along with. Puts us in that real ensemble context, gives us the feel like we are really playing with a band, prepares us for playing with a band if that's something that you're interested in doing. So it's going to be fun. This video accompanies lesson 14 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're starting on page 90, where there's some examples of how we can walk from one chord to another. All right, so let's look at how we do this, starting with the G chord to the C chord. So the way this works is we have our strumming pattern, and we're going to play that strumming pattern, but when we have the next chord coming in the very next measure, then on beats 3 and 4, we're going to insert 2 notes that help us walk up to that chord instead of doing what we have in the strumming pattern. So with G to C, there on page 90, you can see with example number 11 how to do this, but I'm going to demonstrate it as well. So we got the G chord, we're going to go bass, down, up. Then we're going to insert the open 5th string and the 2nd fret on that 5th string to walk up to the C chord. So again, G, up to C. G, up to C. Now, in going from C to G, we just do it in reverse, and you'll see that with number 8 there on page 90. But we're going to take the 2nd fret on that 5th string to the open string, and then we're down to the G. So with C, we go down to the G. We got C, down to the G. Now, if we wanted to practice going back and forth, it works really well to give each one of these 2 chords 2 measures of time. So we can play all the way through the strumming pattern once, and then we do that first half and insert that walk to the next chord. So we like this. Ready and G, up to the C, back to G. And I can take it a little faster in demonstrations. So you got 1, 2, ready, and okay, so that's G and C. Let's look at G to D7. In the last video, we looked between D and G, or G and D. Now we've got D7, and it actually works the exact same way if you're going from G to D7 or G to D or D7 to G. It doesn't matter. D7 and D are interchangeable. So let's look here from the G to the D7. And you can see there on page 90 with number 10 how to go from G to D, so G to D7. So we're going to have that G, and then on the 4th string we're going to go 4th fret, 2nd fret to that D7. So G, 4, 2, open for the D7. Going from D7 to G, the one we have here with number 7 is going to go on that open 6th string, open, 2nd fret to the G. So you have D7, O to G, D7, up to G. If we were to practice going back and forth, giving each one 2 measures of time, we'd have ready and little faster. 1, 2, ready, and G. Now, once we've got that happening, we're ready to jam together on this chord progression. We are going to play number 13 from page 94. The only difference between what's written there and what we're going to do is we're going to give each one of those chords 2 measures of time instead of 1 measure as written. So 2 measures for each of the chords gives us the amount of time we need to do what we were just doing there, where we have 1 time through the strumming pattern, and then we've got half the strumming pattern plus the walk up to the next chord. With the chord progression there too, there is going to be one place where we're going to go from C to D7. Going from C to D7, you can actually just use the same, borrow that walk up that we would use from going from G to C, so or G to D7, sorry. So C, and you can go 4, 2 to the D7, and then we'll be going back to G. So I'd have C to the D7. I'll be going back to G. So that's how that part will work. Alright, it's going to happen twice. Once at a slower tempo and then at a faster tempo. So you got 2 different tempos you can work on it with me at. It's going to be great. Let's go ahead and work on playing this chord progression together. Okay, fantastic. I hope you are having fun with this. In the next video, we're going to look at C, F, and G7, how we walk between those. So it's going to be great. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.